Okay. All right, guys. So I'm using Mr. Fiero's laptop over here, and he's going to be sitting over at my desk. Okay. So we're going to do a 2-point perspective. A few of you guys don't have your cameras on. Okay. Prendan sus cámaras, por favor, Cindy, Eduardo. Okay. All right, so here's what I'm using. I'm going to use my triangle. And that's because I want to use a very good straight up and down line. Okay, so I'm going to be using that. And I'm going to be using the ruler. Okay, and actually I'm going to get a longer ruler because I'm using a bigger piece of paper. So over there at my desk, there's a ruler, a plastic ruler. No. I like the plastic ones that we can see through them. There. Okay, so I'm holding my ruler and I want to make sure it is, very kind of parallel. So I'm going to hold it right there, and I'm going to go ahead and go a little lower. Well, maybe right there is good. Well, let's see. Right around there. And I'm going to put a light horizon line. Okay, you guys don't see it on your camera, but it's right there. There's a line right there, and I'm going to put a vanishing point. And I'm going to put my vanishing point a little bit away from the edge, not right at the edge. Okay, and so I'm going to put it right there and there. All right, and I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm going to draw my vertical line. Okay, and my vertical line is, I'm lining up the bottom of my triangle so that I know that this is vertical. Okay. And I'm gonna leave it right there. I kind of like it right there. So one of the things that you'll be able to see is you're gonna be able to see part of my floor and you're gonna be able to see part of my roof. Okay, so next, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go ahead and start. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna connect from here to here with the ruler. I'm gonna put those 2 points together. Okay, so is everyone there with me? So I'm here and here with the ruler. And I'm not going to draw from here to here. I'm going to start right in the middle and draw out. Boom. And that's it. Okay. Adeline, Eduardo, can you guys please turn on your cameras? Thank you, Eduardo. So now I'm going to go from here to here. I'm gonna do the same thing. Boom. Thank you, Adeline. Okay. So now I've got a corner of the room right there. Okay. And now I want the corner of the ceiling up here. So I'm going to do the same thing going up. I'm going to connect to the top of my line right there. Right there. And then I'm going to connect to this point over here and to the top right there. Ta-da. So now what we can see is we can see that we're going to be able to see more of the top than of the bottom. Just a little bit more. But that's the corner of our room. So that's the corner of our room. So now we got to decide, what do we want to draw here? What would you like to see here on these? Do you just want 2 walls? That's kind of boring. Okay? Because if we have, then that's it. We're done. It's 2 walls. Okay? But no, I don't want to see just 2 boring walls. I want to see, I would like to see the front door open over here. And then on this side, I want to see so on this side, we want the front door open. And on this side, let's look into the kitchen. Let's look into the kitchen over here. Okay? And so the front door will be here, and then you come in through the front door, and then you turn the corner, and then you go into the kitchen over here. All right? So there, I already kind of envision it. I can see what it's gonna look like already. So let's do that. Let's work on the front door first. All right, so front door is a little bit further away from the corner here. And we're gonna do a vertical line. So I'm double checking to make sure that it's vertical. One way that I can check is to make sure that it is the same here to here. Or another way I can make sure that it is vertical, okay, is with my triangle. And I don't want it to go all the way to the ceiling, but I want it to be a tall door. Boom. So there's my line. And now I want the door opening on this side. So we're going to take the ruler and go to this point. The point on this side of the paper. From there to there, to that line. So now we're going to draw from here up to about let's make it big. Let's make it a big fancy door. So we're going to stop right there. Okay. And now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to draw the line all the way to the floor here. And I just got to come in and line this up here. That's pretty close. And I'm going to finish that line. And there we go. All right, so that's our horizon line. So we're going to keep the horizon line right there. I'm going to darken it a little. Okay. And I'm going to get rid of the horizon line inside the house. I don't really want to see the horizon line in the house. There we go. So now we just have the horizon line through the door. Okay. All right, now let's go out and we're gonna create a new vanishing point. Well, first off, let's fix this door. Let's right now the door is just a door here. So let's put a door. Right now it's just an opening. So let's make this door three-dimensional. Okay. So one of the things that I'm gonna do here at the bottom of the paper. Okay. Let me double check the chat. I see Mr. Fierro is talking to you guys. Okay. He's explaining. All right. Thank you, Mr. Fierro. Yeah. Did he just come in? Hey, Hector, can you turn on your camera, please? Okay. So one of the things I'm going to do right here is at the bottom, you see right there, I'm going to erase that. There we go. I don't want the door to go across there. So we're going to fix that in a second. All right, but one of the things is I want to put a door frame on this door opening. And so one of the things that I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that little line right there. I'm going to make it, I'm going to box this in. Notice I did not go all the way to the bottom. I did not go all the way to the bottom because down here on the bottom, I'm going to draw that little thing right there. So this little tiny little box, it's a tiny little rectangle. This line right here, the top of the rectangle is, I'm aiming it that way towards that vanishing point. The bottom of that rectangle, I'm aiming it at the vanishing point. And now I'm gonna get rid of this line right here. And I'm gonna start going to this vanishing point now. So I'm gonna go to this vanishing point. Right there. Right there. And right there. So now we have a little tiny rail there, a little tiny footboard, baseboard, they're called. So I'm going to go down this way and then towards the vanishing point that way. And then I'm going to erase that corner of the room like that. So there we go. Now, while I'm at it, I may as well do one going in the other direction. So I like to double check, triple check, make sure I'm doing it right. So I don't make mistakes, too many mistakes afterwards. And then the bottom. Oops, hold on. That's definitely a mistake. Yep. Dang. See, I hate when I rush, and I rushed because I thought I'm taking too long. I'm taking too long. Kids are waiting. All right, so there's my board. There's another board up here on top. And I'm gonna make that just like that. But right now it's not coming off as three-dimensional. So I'm going to go over here to the top of this. So I'm going right here to that corner and connecting to this corner right here. Nope, missed the corner. Right around there. Okay, and we're going down.
Mister, I'm gonna come right back real quick. I'm gonna use the restroom.
You got it. Thank you for letting us know. All right, so I'm erasing a little bit, cleaning up my edges. Maybe I'm taking a little long, but I want to do a lot of detail on this. So I want it to look good. Okay, so here I'm gonna come up at an angle right there. And right there. So I just drew these two lines at an angle. Okay. Actually, this one probably needs to be more away more. Okay. And so all I'm going to do is I'm going to connect that to that. Okay. And now that one I knew was straight. Now I've got to go back and do one from this point all the way across the top of that. Okay, so I'm going to go from here. Nah, I want it to be higher. Right there. I don't know why that happened. It shifted on me. Okay, so I'm erasing this line right here. So then I'm going this little corner right here. And we're gonna do it again right there.
That's the door frame?
Yeah. Well, it's what should be visible. So it's what should be visible, but this probably will not be visible right here because on this side, we need a door frame. erase that. And that. And that's it. There's the door frame. And now we have a door frame, but now we need, oh, wait a minute. Sorry, we're not done yet. We gotta go the inside line right there. But that's just the door frame. That's just the door frame, but we still have to do the actual wall frame. So the wall frame is a little easier. The wall frame is just gonna be this, watch. We just gotta give it some thickness. So we're gonna go, boom, right there. Once you have that, the rest is pretty easy. We're gonna go down here. From this point, sorry. From this point to that, we're gonna go like so. So I'm just lining up, moving over, making sure it's perfectly straight up and down. Closing, erasing the door right there. And then going from this point and there's the wall. So now that's how thick the wall is. And that's the door frame on the outside of the wall. And then now we're out, and this is outdoors now. Mr. Fierro's got a little hair on his computer screen, and it's, yeah, I thought I was a line. I was like, I was looking at my paper. I was like, when did I mess that up? All right, so here we go. Now we're gonna go out there and, well, let's do this. Let's do something unusual here. Before we go any further, let's go somewhere around here. We're gonna put a little tiny box. Right there. So I'm just putting a little tiny box on that wall. And we don't want that box to be too deep. So we're gonna go. Oh, wait. Did I make a mistake? Oh yeah, I did. So there's my box. That's where the door locks on the door frame. That's where you lock the door. So when the door closes, it would lock right there. Now this is kind of like at your own discretion. You're going to, this is too long a ruler. I'm going to use this part of the triangle here. I don't want it to be, I want the door to be open. So we're going to draw the door. We're going to draw a box. And a box. No points that time. The box is independent. And we're doing that to the box. And we want the box going off on its own angles. So I'm going to try to match that angle right there to the same. So I know you guys can't do this, but normally I would measure the degrees from here to here. So I would measure the same degrees from here to here so that the lines are about the same angle. And then right there, I would connect. And erase, erase, erase. And look at that, guys. We have a door that's open. So you want to make sure that this, from this line to this line, is about the same from here to here. Okay? What I'm saying is don't do this. Don't make a door. I'm going to just draw the mistake. Don't draw a door that looks like this. For our drawing, don't do this. That won't make sense. You need to make the same angle here. There, that makes sense. That makes more sense, at least. You know, probably more like that or more like that. And then I wouldn't even make it that long. I would, at that point, measure the door and cut it right there. And that's how I would do these doors. Okay, so let's go back to this drawing. And ta-da, we have our door. Okay, and now we just need hinges right there. We'll put another one there. 1 screw, 2 screws, 3 screws. They usually have 3 screws. And then they're connected to this side of the wall. And once again, the last one down here. The people ask oftentimes, like, how can you make your artwork? Why is it that some people's artwork looks so like so good, you know? And the trick that I think is the details. It's those little details that convince people that that's a real. So I'm going to try to keep it right, the door handle around the same spot. I'm going to try to think of a good door handle to use. Yeah, well, we'll just put one there for now. We'll just put a deadbolt right there. Okay, and my deadbolt is just an oval with a little line going through it, and then I gave it 3 dimensions by doubling the line on the oval over here. Okay. Now if I wanted to, I could sit here and I could make my door look a lot more realistic. So I'm gonna do that just really fast. You don't have to do that on yours. Well, I'll come back to this stuff later on and make it more realistic. You know, that sort of stuff. And so there we start making a door look more like a door. So now out here, I want a porch. And I'm gonna put the porch right here. Edge of the porch right there. Okay. And then the porch has got a roof. The porch has a roof. It's right there. And now going right there next to the, we're gonna put a column right there. All right, so I just drew this line outside and this line here. So now we're about to get complicated, okay? You're like, dang, I thought that was already complicated. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put a support, something to hold up that roof. We need to hold up that roof. That roof can't just be floating there, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a base for the support. And the base is gonna be about that tall. Okay. And we're gonna, this is one of our vanishing points. So we're gonna go from our vanishing point. Boom. There. Now we're gonna go to the other vanishing point on that side of the paper over here. And we're gonna go boom. And we're going to go towards this vanishing point again. Boom. And we're gonna close out our base. Boom. And now all we have to do is erase inside on the porch. We don't need to see the porch through there. So there, it's no longer see-through. So we've got this nice base. Oh, we should be seeing the top of the base. There we go. We can see the top of the base. Now coming out of the center of that right there, we're gonna have a pole. And this pole is going to be vertical. And it's supporting the roof. And on this side, the pole is supporting the roof. And right down the center, or a little bit off kilter, we have a support. And so now we're going to go from here to that middle one, to that middle line. And I'm going to connect to that line. And then I'm going to go from that spot to that spot and connect. Now that I have those, I can erase and not make it see-through anymore. And erase down here. And I'm going to erase those back lines at the very bottom. Okay, and that's the pole. So now we have a pole supporting the roof. Right there, we have the front porch. Okay, and from the front porch, we have a, look, I'm just putting a semicircle and then two little poles that come out that way. Okay, so once you have that, then change the direction and erase inside of it. Don't make it see-through. And ta-da! We have a handrail to walk down the front porch steps, which you can see part of them right there. That's it. And then over here through the door, we can see part of them. There. And there's a walkway visible right there. And now we can put some boards on the floor. You're like, what is he doing? Okay, so let's put a separation from the indoor to the outdoor. This is called a threshold. Okay, and we're gonna put a wood floor outside. So I'm just going from here and I'm putting my wood floor. And there's the floor outside on the porch. And we're gonna put a handrail because we don't want people to fall off of here by accident, okay? So we're gonna put a handrail. So I'm going over here to this vanishing point. Okay. And I'm going to draw right there, then go up a little higher and draw really, really close to that line actually. We want to draw the bottom of the handrail and then the top of the handrail. And then we'll put some little picket posts. And we'll do another one here. We're going to put that, and then we're going to go to that vanishing point over there. And to this vanishing point, go that way. And now we don't want them to be see-through again. No more see-through poles. And there we go. My lines are a little crooked. I should have gone straight up and down, but maybe it's an old fence that's about to fall. Like, don't lean on it. We should put a sign that says, don't lean on it. Okay. And there, and now we can put, oh, the tree that's outside on the porch. Or not on the porch, I mean, out in front yard. So we're gonna put a simple tree. And we'll do some shading on the tree. And now it's okay, by the way, if you're, don't draw beyond that line because that's the roof. So let's do that. Let's fix that. Let's add boards on top of that. So we're gonna go 1. Let's put some boards up here. Oh, we gotta draw it through that line right there. And that way when I draw it here, we got one more line to go right there. Oops, drew it in the wrong spot. Just through here, that's fine. Okay, so now you have this, and Mr. Godinez, shouldn't we have a lamp outside? Okay, let's just do a simple one. So whenever I do these simple little lamps, I just do a circle, or watch this, I'm doing this almost straight line, but it's actually circling at the end. Okay, and then it's starting to curve, and it's starting to curve like a little C. And then I stop right there, and then I do it again. I echo it, bam, right there. And then I go down to about the middle. And I go down to about the middle. And I circle it one more time. And then I put a little tiny dent. My God, it looks like a nipple. Never mind. Let's just make it circle. And erase inside of it. And if you would want the light to be on, maybe just put some, I wouldn't even do that. I just leave it the way it is. It's a nice day outside. Okay. And this is our horizon line. So you could sit out here and put more trees out here, but they're much smaller. They're much farther away. So there we have this landscape that's taking place. And we just did this one wall. Okay. Now we come over to this wall and we start the kitchen. Okay, give me feedback, guys. What do you think? Waiting.
I'm assuming that telling me that
Make a room.
they got lost.
It's difficult. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and add some shading while you guys try to get caught up.
Mr. Godinez, can you pin your screen, please?
Hold on, let me put the volume up. Say again?
Can you pin your screen?
Oh, can I pin my screen? Absolutely. Wait, how do I do that for you?
She has to do it herself. Goes in the video?
Yeah, so who is that speaking, by the way?
Margarita Macias.
Hi, Margarita. Okay. All right, Margarita, I think what you have to do is you have to find my video, or in this case, it's Mr. Fierro's video, obviously. And when you click up at the top, or you move your mouse over the video, you should see a three or these little blue square with little white dots inside. And when you click on that, it'll ask you if it'll say pin video. And click on pin video, and then you'll see my screen large on your screen. So you're the one that decides
I
which
don't
video.
have an option of that, but I double tapped your screen and it just pinned it itself.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So yeah, because you're the one that controls that from your home. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some more shading here. gonna straighten some of this out. I see what I did here. I can straighten this out. Boom. So I'm not adding anything new, guys. At this point, you guys are just trying to catch up to me. If you're already caught up, if you know what you're doing, if you're okay with it so far where you're at, then do what? Work on details like I'm doing. If not, look at the drawing and try to catch it. Try to figure it out. Use the points. If it's not going to one point, like if this line is, you're like, well, forget that line. Like this line, if you have it for some reason going that way, then you're like, that doesn't look right. Try going to the other point. And then you'll realize, oh shoot, that's where that's going. Okay. If you can't figure out the boards, oh, they're going to that point over there. Okay. And then I'm going to start, just a wooden board there. So there, this is how, now this thing, I can decide, okay, I don't want it to be stone. I want it to be brick. So now I go here and I start, I say, okay, let's mark my bricks. 1 brick, 2 bricks, 3 bricks, 4 bricks, 5 bricks, 6 bricks tall. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bricks tall. Okay, so then I'll go and draw lines. And this side of is aiming at the point. So I'm using it kind of like an arrow right now. Not actually touching the point, but I'm aiming it. And I know you can't tell, but my head keeps moving over and looking over there, then looking over here, looking over there, then looking over here. Okay. Now this one can touch. Double checking. Double checking. Double checking. Double checking. Double checking. Ta-da. Now for the bricks, I decide, okay, I'm going to put one brick this size, which means I just go down and I skip. Ta-da. And one big brick. And then over here, I'm going to put one big brick here. And then I just go down and I just put those in there. And that's it. And then on this side, I'm going to take the big brick and I'm going to make it small on this side. And on that side, I'm going to make it there. And there, I just made a brick base for it. Okay, now the rest you can sit here and make it thicker, you know, you can make the spaces wider if you want. Shade that in so they don't look like pencil lines, they look more like grout lines. The grout is what it's called, the cement that goes between the bricks is called the grout. Okay, so then I decide now, these are other things like I'm outside and I already said that my sun is hitting, this is shaded, this is shaded. So then the sun is gonna hit this side of this a little bit more over here, which means this side is gonna be shaded. Okay, and then I'm gonna shade it by moving my finger up and down it on this side. Erasing to make sure that, okay. And then I'm gonna create, oh, the shadow goes this way. And we'll go past right there. And then I shade this side of the pole. Which means this side of the boards are shaded. And I'm gonna smoothen it out, smoothing it out. There we go. And then this side of this board is shaded. Oh, and then the underside of this board is really dark. Okay. The pipe here, make it darker underneath. And that's it. Now if I want to put some hills in the background, there we go. It's a nice hilly area. There we go. I can shade down here, up here. because the sun won't be hitting the underside of the porch. But let's not shade the lamp. And then finally, we can shade this door. Hold this way for a second while I do my shading. So I'm going to darken this even more. What do you think, guys? Remember, you're able to go back. Mr. Fierro is recording this, so you're going to be able to go back and take your time because you'll be able to view this at your own speed. You'll be able to pause me like that.
Oh, okay, good, because it's really fast.
Okay. And then, but boom, this is how you create these believable spaces. So today I'm gonna just stop right here. Tomorrow we're gonna, or not tomorrow, on Monday, thank you. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this side, the kitchen side. Or maybe we decide to say, I don't want to see a kitchen right there. I want this door to open up and I want to see a big living room with a beautiful window, with a couch sitting by the window and a little coffee table right there. Oh, damn, I can almost see this. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Forget the kitchen. We're going to put a beautiful living room right there. And instead of creating a doorway that goes like this, let's do an arch, a giant, beautiful arch right there. I'm just gonna kind of pencil it in real quick. And we're gonna have an arch right there. I know you guys can't see this. And then another wall right there. So this is for tomorrow or for Monday. Do you start seeing it? And then when we add the window, big giant window right there, we'll be able to continue the porch outside. You're like, damn, I hate that porch. Already. Okay. So go back, watch me do this, pause it, take your time. It's going to be posted. Go back and see the mistakes that you might have made because you weren't, because you're busy looking down instead of up at the screen. And then we'll just start fixing these things. Okay, guys? All right, so I'm going to go over back to my chair, and I'm going to double check and make sure I, got all of you guys marked present, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Making sure that it was recording. Sometimes it stops.
Pause, stop.
Yeah, it was recording.
It was